When asked about the possibility of being removed from his position and the decision to recuse itself, the palace said that no discussions have been made yet to Solicitor General Menardo Guevara, as the matter is still new. This is in connection with the habeas corpus cases filed by the children of former President Rodrigo Duterte. PTV's Kenneth Paciente has the details.
Wala pa pong napag-uusapan dyan dahil napakabago po talaga nito. Lumabas lang po yata ito kagabi. Pero siguro po mas maganda po kung mismo si Solgen ang mag-assess sa sarili niya kung siya pa po ba ay nararapat na tumayo bilang Solicitor General.
That was the response of Malacanang when asked if there was a possibility Solicitor General Menardo Guevara might be removed from his position. This came after the decision of the Office of the Solicitor General to recuse from representing some government officials in connection with the petition for writ of habeas corpus filed by the children of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Guevara responded that it would be up to the president to decide if he remained in his position. He also defended there was no issue of conflict of interest since the OSG only upholds the interest of the nation. He said that the OSG's decision was not personal but institutional. Yusek Castro also pointed out that the OSG's manifestation only highlighted that the ICC no longer has jurisdiction over the country, hence the recusal. This is contrary to the claims of the former president's camp, which allegedly believes that the OSG found fault in the government's cooperation with Interpol to return Duterte over to the ICC. Meanwhile, Malacanang sees no problem with the move of former presidential spokesperson Attorney Harry Roque to request asylum in The Hague while the investigation against Duterte is ongoing. Yusek Castro emphasized that while Roque has taken this step, it will have no impact on the cases filed against him in the country, especially since his request for asylum or international protection has not yet been granted. Roque still needs to prove there is indeed political persecution in the cases filed against him, which according to Malacanang, there is no truth to these claims because the PAOK presented strong evidence against him during the Quadcom hearing in the House of Representatives.
Nakita lang po itong mga dokumentong to, bank documents ni Atty. Harry Roque sa Lucky South 99. Nakita rin ang mga dokumento ng kanyang assistant, AR de la Serna, in Lucky South 99. Third, there is also a document referring to contract of lease with a certain manager, alleged manager, of Lucky South 99. Bumaksak lang din po yan sa harapan ng PAOK. So how could there be a political persecution if all the pieces of evidence are overwhelming? So, wala po tayo nakikitang political persecution. Harapin na lang po niya ang kaso niya po dito. Mas maganda po yan para maipakita niya sa taong bayan na wala po talaga siyang kasalanan.
Meanwhile, Malacanang also dismissed the claim of former Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo of the Rome Statute not taking effect in the country. Yusek Claire argued that if it did not take effect, why did the previous administration decide to withdraw from the ICC? She said there is no need to refute such claims from the former president's camp.
There's nothing to refute because it was effective until withdrawn. So there's nothing to refute about the said publication. There's not ratification. Kung naniniwala kayo walang effect or hindi effective or hindi nag-take effect ang Rome Statute sa atin dahil walang publication, ba't kaya nga kayo nag-withdraw? Di ba dapat hindi na kayo nag-withdraw? Wala na kayong ginawa. Kasi wala pa lang, hindi pala tayo naging member, hindi pala tayo naging sumang-ayon sa nasabing Rome Statute. So dapat walang withdrawal.
On the other hand, if the ICC issues an order to freeze Duterte's assets, the government will leave this matter to the Anti-Money Laundering Council. From PTV Manila, Kenneth Paciente, Balitang Pambansa.